Hey guys, Annie here, and welcome to Carnival of the Lost. And if you notice that I kind of sound tired, that's because I pretty much am. Yeah, so this game is part of, I believe it's still ongoing. Is it still ongoing? It's part of the Spooktober Jam on Itch.io, and I'm not sure if it's still ongoing, if it's probably done right now. But yeah, this game was made for it, and let's just go in. I thought it looked pretty cool. So yeah. Wait, that's today! Oh my gosh, today is October 30th by the time I'm recording this. Also, hope you guys are doing okay for spooky season. October is going to an end. Like I know some of you guys still celebrate during the beginning of November, but in my mind, it's just settled that 31st is a deadline. Goodness, what? Also, why did they make Halloween at the end? Wait, sorry, I might need to adjust some things here. Yeah, sorry if I have to lower the volume of the game because I have sensitive hearing. So yeah, actually, you know what? I can keep it up here maybe. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying 5 seconds ago. So let's just get in with the game. The cool autumn air blows through the trees. Like I said, I'm tired, guys. The cool autumn air blows through the trees, creating a cacophony. What is that? Cacophony of rustling. Oh, we got some nicely drawn trees here. This causes the two young and frankly underdressed figures to shiver. Why are you guys think it's still summer? They stand out like sore thumbs in the forest of yellows, oranges, and browns. Are you sure we're allowed to come out this far? The nervousness of young Vince's voice is palpable. Don't be a coward, Vivi. Vincent folds his arms and pouts dramatically. Don't call me that. I'm not a coward. Where are you two going, by the way? Why are you guys in the forest? Lily folds her arms in a similar pout. Not fully satisfied with Vince's reaction, she decides now it's a good time to prod him a bit. What's the big deal? We're just going to explore around here. My friend said that a witch lives in these woods. Oh, they all say that, Vince stops in his tracks, letting his arms fall to the side. Maybe there's a reason they live in the woods. Maybe they just want to be left alone. There couldn't be... They could... Again, the old trend of Annie being unable to read dialogue, as always. There couldn't really be a witch out here, right? A twig snapping ahead alerts him that his sister is not waiting for him. He shakes his head vigorously, dispersing the thoughts and runs to catch up with Lily. There's a... witch? Lily sneaks a glance over her shoulder, analyzing her brother's facial expression. Isn't this about a carnival? What are we doing being Hansel and Gretel in the middle of the woods? If his expression wasn't enough to tell, his nail-biting certainly was. Vince was afraid. You bet there is. You can hear her eat little boys like you all night. Well, that's quite pleasant. That's not true. I've never heard it before. Lily leaned in and grabbed at Vincent's sides as if she was some scary monster attempting to take away its prey. Though, Vincent had to admit that the forest was way too scary to be normal. Am I recording? Yes, I am. I'm recording. Let me just keep this open. There we go. It felt like everywhere he walked, there was something watching him. Me. Hi. I'm the gamer. I'm the player of this game. How's it going? Lily smiles widely as she shoots around to face her brother. It is true. You just go to bed too early to hear her. Wait, do you guys just live in the middle of the woods? Wait, maybe if you stop whining, we'll be able to hear something. How? Oh, I don't. The logic isn't logicking here. So are you guys like next door neighbors to her? Or you can just like, are you saying you can hear like loud, crunchy bones like coming from 10 miles into the woods? Like I don't know, just whatever. There's silence between the two for a moment. Also, isn't it daytime? Growing almost frustrated by his own fear, Vince breaks the silence. I don't hear anything. It's not even night. Vince trails off as a distant yet familiar sound fills his ears. It's just her munching on chips. She just takes out a bag of potato chips, just starts munching on them. Wait, did I hear something in the game, or is that my room being weird? Wait. He whispers the word, trying to focus on the sound. Bam, you're in the middle of the forest. Of course there's gonna be random creatures or random animals like walking on the fall leaves. It was hard to fully grasp what the sound was, but with a little bit of focusing, it was circus music? What on earth would a circus be doing so far into the woods? You'd be surprised. Seen a lot of circuses in the middle of the woods. I can hear her music. What? You need to tell me she's a clown? Lily's smug smile fades, and her proud stance suddenly turns almost meek. What? Lily, clearly surprised by this turn of events, stops and listens as well. Her story was clearly fabricated to scare her brother, but maybe there was some truth to it? Is the volume not loud enough? Like, I'm wondering if there was... Sure enough, there's music playing. I can hear it too! Lily's red eyes light up as she realizes. That sounds like a carnival, Vivi! Lily has always loved carnivals and amusement parks. I'm also very tired of walking for hours in this forest. So it's no wonder she's getting so excited. Her fear totally gone by this point, she searches around the area for the source of the music. Oh gosh, I need to burp. Vince, on the other hand, can't shake his nerves. Oh gosh. There we go, I burped. I'm sorry, everyone. Carnivals are fun. Why is he afraid? I mean, you know, carnival in the middle of the woods. Oh shoot. Carnival in the middle of the woods, you know, like, I mean, aren't some carnivals, like, in the middle of nature. Like, I don't know. Dot dot dot. I mean, if it was, I no, I can't think anymore. I'm too tired. I'm gonna just read for the next 5 minutes. Lily decides the sound is coming from north of their location. Her mind is made up when she heads in that direction. We should go see it. Vince feared she would say that. But it must be getting late. We should go home before it gets dark. It's not. Lily closes her eyes and brings her hand to her chin. A faint smile crosses her lips. I see now. Are you afraid of the witch? Her eyes now open, staring into Vince. She lowers her voice and moves closer to him. Are you a coward? No. Y'all, please. Please. She spits it venomously. Also, there's a drum next to me and it's just echoing. Instantly, Vince's apprehension turns to embarrassment. No! Lily's condescending aura is gone, replaced by satisfaction. Also, I just noticed they're both wearing matching necklaces. That's so cute. She interprets this affirmation as confirmation to go to the carnival. Hey, we're gonna have so much fun there. Let's go then. Man, Ollie's missing out. She leads the way deeper into the forest. Okay, maybe, yeah, this is definitely, yeah. Some red flags, like, here and there. She leads the way deeper into the forest, guiding her little brother. We'll just look at it and go. Okay? Just take one good look and go. After trampling over roots and under branches for maybe 10 minutes, the siblings find what they're looking for. Also, oh my gosh. What if, like, you guys know, I did mention that I'm recording this on the 30th, October 30th. Like, what if I just edit this on the same day and upload it? Maybe unrealistic, but maybe. As they walked, the music began to grow louder each step they took. That was when they saw it. A giant clown with a large, exaggerated mouth gaping open. Okay, alright. I haven't seen... I don't think yeah, like, I'm not much of a carnival person. Like, I don't really go out much, if you know what I mean. But so I'm not too familiar with crazy carnival entrances like this. Surely this is the entrance, but it doesn't feel very welcoming. Yeah. Maybe that's our cue to turn. That's our cue to turn around. I don't think it's open. Dude, I mean, this looks like. I don't want to say anything without sounding so dumb. I was gonna say, like, it looks like something that will go on in a like. Oh, I do hear the music now. Shoot. Oh yeah. For a second, I forgot what I was gonna say. I mean, like, if they're, I don't think it's open. Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're open for visitors right now. I mean, there's no ticket stand or anything. It's just a whole entrance with some fences, and it's leading into a tent. It certainly didn't look closed, But Vince really doesn't want to be there. It must be. We can hear the music. Let's go inside and explore. I'm pretty sure that would be trespassing. Vince's mouth drops open, in shock at his sister's words. Also, this art is really pretty. He imagined he looked similar to the cloud king. Look at that mouth! Look at the teeth! Oh my gosh! What if we get caught? Yeah, what if this is that one SCP? What if it's that one Carnival SCP? You know that the that the SCP Foundation is guarding. You know, the one you can get shot at if you go in. Caught doing what? Going to a carnival? No more excuses, let's go. Girl, have you... Have you heard of trespassing and what happens to trespassers in horror games like this one? It's true. It's not like attending a carnival is illegal or anything. Have you heard of trespassing once again? I'm pretty sure you need like an admission ticket to get into one or something. But something feels off. Like they really could get caught by someone. You know, maybe like a suspiciously looking person with clown makeup. Or something. I don't want to go. I'm too old for the carnival. Aren't you like younger than her? Or is it the other way around? Lily takes her eyes off the clown and stares at Vince. ... Right. It was an admittedly poor excuse, considering they're twins. And thus the same age. Contemplating for a moment, she averts her eyes from Vince to the ground. Then, since you're scared of getting caught, keep guard while I go inside. Hey, won't be long, Vivi. You're probably gonna be there for the next 30 years. Once Lily's mind is made up, there's no use trying to change it. My gosh, she's not gonna come out and it's gonna be so dark and then we go in and it's just clowns everywhere. Wait, seriously? Why don't we go home and ask Mom to go with us? I like this idea. Maybe you need like parent supervision, you know? Shut up, coward. Lily. Have you ever played a horror visual novel before? Stop calling me that. I'm not a coward. Whatever. I'll only be a couple minutes. I just want some con candy. First of all, do you have any money? Say this isn't an abandoned carnival. Do you have any money? Second of all, if this is an abandoned carnival, why would you want some really old expired cotton candy? They're like 30 years old. And maybe some cool toys. Why don't we just go to an arcade? That's a lot safer. She looks at Vincent condescendingly. Of which I will not be sharing with you. Like I said, maybe go home, get some adult supervision, you know? The excitement in her voice is evident, completely contrasting with how Vince feels. Her black hair swings around her face as she turns away from her trembling brother. My gosh. Look at that mouth! Look at that face! With what money? You know that one Roblox game where it's like escape from the evil carnival or something? It's exactly that. His shout falls on deaf ears as she waves him off from behind her. With that, his sister had walked into the clown's mouth, being covered by the darkness inside the carnival. Something about this felt wrong. Very wrong. First of all, I'm pretty sure there should be people here. Oh, shoot, I think I got a burp again. Alright, good. For now. Vince, now alone, feels even more on edge without his sister. The music certainly is inviting, and the smell of the carnival is tempting, but something is off. There's a lot of things off with this carnival, sir. He can't help but feel regretful for what he doesn't know. Vincent was certain he was stepping one foot into that scary clown mouth. Deciding to make himself comfortable, he settles down in the grass outside the carnival grounds. That kind of dirty. Oh.
Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that ain't good. Also, are those stars? Lily? Vince swore he heard a scream just now, but perhaps it was his groggy mind? Yeah, that must be it. Upon waking up from his nap, Vincent looked inside the park. It was dark and scary. But music was no longer playing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Red flags. Red flags. Standing up from the spot he was laying down at and dusting the dirt off his jeans, he noticed the sky had turned dark. Lily? ... Did she leave me here? Then what was that scream? Realizing he's all alone in the pitch-dark forest in front of a now silent carnival, he begins to panic. He cups his hands over his mouth to amplify his voice. Lily! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gamers, something's about to happen. I can feel it. A sound erupts right next to his ear. Uh-oh. Hello? Almost too shocked to move for a moment, Vince stands in place. She lost cost. His heart just about leaps out of his chest as his young body's survival instincts finally kick in. The witch! Hey! He takes off towards the way he and Lily had come from what felt like minutes ago. I can't read today, guys. I'm sorry. Also, why are you just abandoning your sister like that? He can't tell if he's being chased or if it's his heart beating like footsteps pattering. No! He runs and runs. Uh-oh. Was he really that far away from home? He'd never run so fast in his life, but it's taking a long time to get out. Had he taken the wrong turn? I think we got trapped in, like... Why did she leave me here? I will tell Mom. He goes back home. He's like, where's Lily? No. He sees a road ahead of him. He must go towards it. It just leads back to the carnival. He can see flashing lights faintly reflecting off the street's wet surface. We're back to the freaking carnival. The red and blue lights surely mean safety, right? Right? Nah. The lights get closer and closer until he finally breaks through the forest. It's a freaking carnival. Nah, it's a neighbor. Oh, phew. Oh, I thought we were gonna go into the old like we're going in circles thing. Yeah, like, in horror games. He recognizes his frick. He recognizes his neighborhood. Once again in familiar surroundings, he stops for a moment to catch his breath. He turns around to look at the edge of the forest he had just emerged from. Was that a shadow? Or was it the wind? What should be like what should be like the Twilight Zone where it's not actually his neighborhood, it's like a copy of his neighborhood? Was he really being chased? Uh-oh. Whatever it was, Vince would not stick around to find out. He once again took off sprinting in the direction he knows will lead him home. Frick. The bright red and blue lights become even brighter as he approaches his own home. The flashing lights are coming from his house. What happened? Uh-oh. Mom? He subconsciously shouts. He recognized the figure on the porch speaking to two larger figures. She immediately jumped off the porch and ran to Vince. Vince? Vincent! My baby! Tears started to fill Vincent's eyes. He'd made it. Uh-oh, what happened to the sister? As soon as she reached the young boy, he scooped him up and held him tightly. Vincent! Thank God you're okay. Thank God. Are you hurt? Her voice is shaky as her own tears begin to fall. She releases her hold on the boy and checks him for injuries. Seeing nothing, she sighs with relief. Uh-oh. What happened to the sister? What happened to Lily? The relief is short-lived as her face visibly drops, realizing only one of the two had returned. Vince! Where is your sister? Those few words struck Vince like a ton of bricks. She's not here? No. The witch. It got Lily. Is this like a flashback beginning? His tears turned from relief to grief. His sister, Lily, she's gone. 10 years later, October 30, 8:30, 8 something p.m. That is 3 hours from now. Vince grimaces at the memory presented before him. He turns his attention away from the bantering of his friends, looking out the window in an attempt to hide his forming tears. Not a day goes by that he doesn't think about it, but it never hurts any less. Oh my God. This is it. I'll find a place to park. Vince speaks up to the increasingly anxious group. Wait, we're bringing the whole team with us? After the long drive from their college estate over, the group of friends arrive at the edge of the forest. Vincent puts the vehicle in park and steps out. The scenery hadn't changed much since he last saw it. You mean to tell me that this carnival just stayed here for 10 whole years? And no one thought to investigate? Wait, maybe they did. And yeah. Being near his old neighborhood, nostalgia hit him like a truck. Sighing, he turns to face the forest. The trees still loom over the road like arms trying to grab the people driving by. It's so cold. Whose idea was it to come here out? Whose idea was it to come out here again? And why? As if summoned, oh gosh, I need to get comfortable in this chair. A breeze blows through the forest, causing Matt to pull his red sweater taut. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Matt was clearly on edge as he stepped out from the passenger side of his car. Of the car. It is the car. He always reminded Vincent of his younger self, cautious of everything. Though, quickly after he spoke, Charlie threw himself around Matt with a half hug. Man, he grew up to be a ghost hunter. Me and Vincent. We're investigating an urban legend about a group of people who disappeared in these woods. It happened a few years ago, and around this time, they disappeared under some strange circumstances, supposedly. The youngest of the group, Dustin, visibly tenses up. No, not another burp. My gosh. Okay. Burped again. Ah, frick. Where were we? I think this is where we are. Okay. Well, it's a good thing there isn't a similar group of people in the same location at the same time right now. Ugh. Charlie glances over his shoulder to look at Dustin. Aw, it's okay, little buddy. I know you're scared, but tough guy Vince will keep us safe. Maybe. I mean, he definitely will. Look at him. He looks like he's beaten up a few clowns before, right? He takes his eyes off Dustin, who looks to Vince, who keeps his eyes on the forest. Isn't that right, Vince? Right. Shrugging, Charlie off his shrugging Charlie off his shoulder, Matt walks in the. I'm struggling to read dialogue again. What is up with me? Professional YouTuber for 2 years, everyone. Shrugging Charlie off his shoulder, Matt walks in Dustin's direction as he speaks. Vincent, on the other hand, was staring off into the forest the whole time, hoping that maybe he would be able to see something more. I have to admit, though, this forest is kinda creepy. Maybe instead we should go to the arcade or something. That was literally my suggestion 10 years ago. You want toys? Yeah, let's just go to the arcade. Just win some at the claw machines. I'll do whatever the group wants, but I'm sure we have all heard the horror stories about the Blair Witch. Now that Dustin mentioned it, the woods had an odd vibe about it. If there was such a thing as witches, this is surely where they lived. Witches, or maybe clowns, maybe some haunted clowns in a haunted carnival, maybe, just maybe, yeah. Vincent finally turned away from the forest and towards his friends. He chuckled at the comments. Are you guys recording too? You're just taking out a camera like the people in Blair Witch are just recording some found footage. Walking over to Matt and Dustin, he wrapped his arms around the duo, trying his hardest to keep a positive attitude in this hauntingly familiar area. Aw, come on. Don't be a coward, Dusty. You insisted on coming with us, and now that we're here, you're chickening out? Surely you two won't make me have to protect Charlie from ghosts all by myself. Don't worry, we'll just punch the ghost. We'll just punch the ghost away from you. Don't worry, man. Matt pushed up his glasses as he tried to bury his fears deep in his stomach. Of course not. I'm just wondering if we're in the right place. This forest is huge. It would truly be a shame if we got the wrong place. He just parks the car like 15 miles from the carnival. The scenery is all too familiar to Vince, who had visited a decade earlier. It may have been a long time, but he's been waiting for this opportunity since since his sister disappeared, playing it in his head over and over again. Yeah, this is it, all right. When Vincent says this, his expression darkens. It was clear to the group that he was holding something back from them all. Uh-oh. Tragic backstory time? Unfortunately, the group could only get so close to the mysterious male because they knew that prying would only push him further away. There was silence between the four at Vince's vague tone of recognition. Letting out a loud sigh, Charlie shook his head as he listened to his friend speak. Ah, yes. Matt, you're a fool for questioning our great leader's intellect and knowledge of random forests in the suburban areas. After all, I believe he was planning on making his thesis on it. Across from Charlie, Vincent rolled his eyes. He was really hoping that Dustin and Matt would join him. Too much Charlie would be too much to bear if he was by himself. Charlie proceeds to laugh at Vincent's clear distaste in his comment, then afterward raised his fist in the air in an exaggerated manner. Ah, frick, my knee. I kinda hit my knee here. Here we go. Last one in the forest has to buy the rest of the group a round of drinks. After all, once we prove the supernatural nature of this forest, I want a celebrity beer. Something tells me shit's about to go down. Matt and Dustin look at each other, unamused with their friend, though they couldn't help but chuckle at his optimism. The two linger for a moment. Fine, let's go. I don't want to be left behind. Let's go. With that, the group of four proceeded into the forest, with Vincent leading the charge, guiding them like Lily had led him. To Narnia! Yay! And hoping to find the circus that had taken his sister. Oh boy! I sure hope Pennywise doesn't get to us. He felt terrible for not telling them the truth, but he knew that they would never have agreed to come along with him if he told him the actual story of this forest. Wait. Oh, so maybe. Oh, yeah, I'm piecing together. So I think only. Maybe like only Vincent knows about like the whole carnival thing, and everyone else like still thinks like, oh, it's a witch, and like who lives in the woods in like a gingerbread house, and like they don't know anything about the carnival, right? The group continued together in uncomfortable silence through the forest. Even Charlie had nothing witty to say at this point. Branches and tangled tree roots made their trek into the darkness all the more arduous the deeper they went. Illusions of shadowy beasts and ghouls danced around the dark forest in the moon's glow, cast by the whispering leaves of the dying trees surrounding them. It was as if the force itself was urging the boys to return back home. The meek voice of Dustin was the first to break the silence amongst them, garnering the attention of his companions. Hey, Vince. We have been walking for the past 30 minutes. He tugs on the arm of his stuffed monkey anxiously and continues. There's nothing here. Why don't we go back now? Dustin's plea to return back to safety makes Vince scoff. There was no way he was going back now. No way. Not yet. Let's keep moving. I know it's around here somewhere. It? What do you mean by it? Dustin, Matt, and Charlie all share a look of unease with each other as Vince continues to walk ahead without further explanation. None of them knew what it entailed. What do you mean? What are we even looking for out here? Uh-oh. Growing audibly irate. Irate? English speaker, everyone. Matt stops walking, followed soon after by his friends. Ah! Page, wait, huh? What? Also, look at the clown. Dang, look at the clown. Look at the cotton candy. Wait, I'm confused. What's this? Continue? Ah, wait. Wait, hold on. Are there save options? Wait, what does this do? Ah, this goes back. What is... Wait, no. Ah. By his friends. His demand... Okay. His demand for an explanation is promptly answered by the crisp October winds carrying a certain familiar tune. What does this do? Oh, I think this is just automatic. There's no save options, right? Charlie was the first to hear it. He begins to try and squint into the darkness to locate the source. Hey, wait. Can you guys hear that? The group all stops and goes silent, straining their ears to hear what Charlie had heard. Well, one second. Sorry, I had to check something. Anyways. A few moments pass with the group collectively holding their breaths, peering into the seemingly never-ending darkness. Matt and Dustin turn to Charlie in confusion, shaking their heads. No? No. They both reply in unison. Charlie's brows furrow in mid-frustration as he gestures back out into the woods ahead of them. You really can't hear it? It sounds like someone's playing music. The group once again goes silent and listens to the woods around them. Just as Charlie said, one by one, they all quickly recognize the faint chime of carnival music. The group spent a moment longer, gawking into the darkness in disbelief as they tried to process what this possibly could mean. Why would there be a circus out in the middle of the woods? Unlike the other boys around him, Vincent does not visibly react to this newfound discovery. At least, not as far as the others could tell. Unbeknownst to his friends, this exact melody has been plaguing his dreams every night since Lily had disappeared. The uppity, whimsical tunes had set the stage for nightmares upon nightmares for 10 years. Each one ends the same, Lily disappearing and him ending up lost all over again, in the seemingly never-ending forest. Still, he couldn't dwell on that now. not when he finally had the chance to find out what happened. Clenching his fist in a silent means to steady his nerves. Vince soon breaks the spell his friends were under by releasing a tense breath. Come on, let's go. We can't waste any more time. With that, Vincent picks up the pace and hurries ahead through the darkness towards the direction of the music. Matt and Dustin hesitate to continue forward, instead staring wide-eyed at Vince as he hurries off ahead into the darkness. Seeing his friend's uncertainty, Charlie shoots them a reassuring smile and points valiantly towards the darkness. To Narnia! Well, you heard the guy. Let's go check it out. Charlie always had a way of making things seem less serious than they were. He was always smiling and in high spirits, even in the worst situations. But it would be a lie if any one of them did not admit that they didn't appreciate him for that. Oh dang, I've been recording for 46 minutes. So with reluctance painted across their faces, the duo nod and continue forward alongside their much more excited companion. Yeah, sure. Let's go in the direction of the creepy music. Hold on, let me reread this again with a better voice. Yeah, sure. Let's go in the direction of the creepy music in the woods. We totally won't get murdered or anything. Yeah, we'll have such a fun time. Matt grumbles sarcastically, rolling his eyes and crossing his arms over his chest. Still, despite his reluctance, he followed Charlie and Vincent with Dustin close at his heels, who was nervously clutching his monkey plushie. Where is my plushie? I forgot to set my plushie next to me. The group carries on through the forest as the glimmer of carnival lights begin to peek through the trees. I almost said woods. Beckoning them nearer. Eventually, they come into a clearing, and what awaits them has nearly every single one of them gasping in surprise. It's that same mouth, the same clown face, that same tent, those same stars. From 10 years ago. It's still here. It's the gate. Shaped like a clown, with gaping jaws sat there almost expectantly. Vince could never forget it. It peered down at the group with its mismatched eyes. Charlie was the first to say anything. With a wide smile and pure glee written across his face, he quickly whips out his phone and begins to take pictures of the ghastly-looking gate. This is insane! What is a place like this doing here? Unlike his companion, Matt's smile was turned down in a frown. There was a newfound sense of wrongness filling up his gut as he stared down the smiling clown in an almost challenging way. Guys, something's not right with this place. I don't think we should be here. There was an unfamiliar meekness to his usually confident tone. Regardless of his friend's concerns, Vince merely shakes his head and dismisses them. We are exactly where we need to be. I am not leaving this place until I figure out what's going on here. Also, my gosh, the red is starting to get to my eyes. Like everything is green around me now. Matt and Dustin shoot Vincent another look of uncertainty as they process his words. Satisfied with his newfound collection of pictures, Charlie directs his attention to Dustin. With a devious smile, the taller boy leans in close to taunt him. If we get lucky, We might find the people who went missing. I'm not sure that would be good news, guys. Dustin's face goes pale at Charlie's words. His grip around the plush in his arms tightens anxiously. My gosh. Just call the SCP Foundation. They'll take care of this place. Charlie laughs at his friend's reaction, backing off before Dustin could try and get a hit in. It'd be great content for my YouTube channel. This will go viral for sure. Those ghost hunting channels are all the rage nowadays. And also horror game channels. Don't worry, guys. This one should. I can't talk. Rick, I can't talk. I can't do commentary. Dustin shoots Charlie an unconvinced stare. Clear. My gosh, I'm very tired. I need to take a break after this. Puffing his cheeks into a pout. Stop that! I'm sure all that stuff about people going missing here isn't true. You know, I don't know. An odd smile finds its way to Vincent's lips at Dustin's words. One that didn't quite meet his eyes. I wouldn't be so sure of that. Let's go inside and see what we can find. With that, the group continues ahead into the Clown Gates Mall. Oh boy, I sure wonder what's on the other side. The darkness of the tunnel threatened to swallow them whole. Still, they pushed forward, their eyes set on the dim light. Oh my gosh. Sorry. My gosh, my grandma just scared me. That was so loud. Still, they pushed forward. Their eyes set on the dim light at the end of the entrance. Soon enough, they make it to the other side. My bedroom door is right next to me, and that was pretty loud. Like clockwork, the lights around the park spark to life, blinding the boys' eyes. The crackle of an intercom is soon heard above them, garnering the startled group's attention. Oh boy, I sure hope we don't get bamboozled by some clowns. Welcome to new and returning visitors. Uh-oh. The Carnival of the Lost is very happy to welcome you tonight, and is very excited to get to know you all. Ollie, is that you? Ollie, stop messing with the intercom. Our park is very unique and will provide you with a breathtaking experience. Unfortunately, due to some minor mishaps with the previous visitors and the disappearance of some staff members, a new rule applies for our visitors. We will ask you to follow the red path on the map to ensure the best of experience for all of you. Uh-oh. If you stray from the path, we will be forced to end your experience immediately and irrevocably. This is by any means necessary. Have fun and enjoy the rides, because we certainly will. The voice laughs and shuts off the intercom, letting out a screeching sound at the same time. Well, that just sounds pleasant, am I right, everyone? Well, this sucks. I hope this isn't just a marketing stunt for some lame-ass park. It isn't just. Before Vincent could finish his phrase, Charlie is pressing on the record the record button of his camera, it just glitches out. Uh-oh. That don't sound too good. There's jam all over my screen. That doesn't look too good. Charlie instantly felt as if a cold wind was sweeping over his body. Seeing all that blood splattered out in front of him, Charlie, in a surreal moment, thought, "My followers are not going to be happy about this. Well, mine will." With horror, Vincent stares at Charlie, his body impaled by a hand. The hand belongs to a tall and muscular humanoid creature wearing a top hat. Well, that don't sound too good at all. Oh look, it's Slender Man. That's nice. With a sly smile on his face, the creature introduces itself. "I thought this occasion was special enough to greet you all personally. I am the ringleader." In a moment of sheer panic, Matt and Dustin took off in opposite directions. Yeah, why do you look like... Never mind. The two briefly went down the red path like they were supposed to. But Matt quickly split off. It was as if time had stopped. Did I say stuffed? I said... Oh my gosh. Vincent was standing in front of Charlie, still dangling from the strange man's arm. His body continued to sway as the man exaggeratedly opened his arm in a welcoming gesture. "You're welcoming me with a dead body of my own friend, sir? Is that really what you're doing?" As if his body wasn't even there, hooked to the man's forearm, the ringleader loudly exclaimed. This is just M's face reveal. It's just M's face reveal. "Welcome to the Carnival, Vincent. I've been dying to finally meet you. You really look just like your sister. You're twins after all. Isn't that right?" I'm trying not to punch my screen right now. He laughed as his body dissolved into thick black fumes before Vince could get a word in. "Wait, what about the body?" For a moment, it seemed that Charlie's body was suspended in the air before crashing to the ground in front of Vincent, his eyes staring blindly at him. F in the chat, everyone. As time slowly returned to a normal pace for Vincent, the realization finally hit him. This isn't a carnival. His friend was lying dead in front of him. He was unable to move. He kept getting lost in Charlie's lifeless eyes. Just as he was about to wipe the tear from his face, Vincent gasped for a breath and let out a tight-choked scream of terror. What he thought was his own tear turned out to be his friend's blood. I didn't. Vincent's fist clenched in a combination of rage and grief. I should have just... Charlie, I'm sorry. I should have warned you. He had lost another person to this godforsaken carnival. After what seemed like eons, Vincent slowly moves away from the corpse, muttering several times. I have to warn them. I have to warn them. He is filled with newfound resolve to get to the bottom of what's going on. as he flees his friend's remains. Don't worry. Vincent, come here. Come here. Let me give you a hug. It's gonna be okay, man. Don't worry. I'm an expert. I got experience. Don't worry. You just... For a second, I thought you just went out of the... You just went back to the forest. After stumbling through the park, Vincent sees a map displaying this very location. He notices that the dot "You are here" is followed by a red path that leads to the next attraction, the Ferris wheel. Oh no. This must be the path the ringleader was talking about. He decides that the best way to find his friends and warn them of the imminent danger is to follow the path. He saw both of them go this way out of the corner of his eyes. He looks around and sees the Ferris wheel sticking out of the forest. Determined to find his friend, he starts running in its direction. He finally arrived at the Ferris wheel. Just as he was approaching the moving wheel, the cart stopped in front of the entrance. As the gate opened, Vincent noticed that Dustin's monkey was sitting on the bench. Oh no. That don't look good. Dusty, Matt, are you still here? Why would he leave this behind? It doesn't make sense. Vincent reluctantly enters the cart to retrieve the monkey plushie. We're gonna get lifted up. As soon as his hand touches the monkey, a slamming sound forces him to turn around. The door to his compartment had closed with considerate force. Movement below his feet causes him to lose balance and fall to the bench on the side of the compartment. Wait, what? Stop! Who's there? The wheel is moving a lot faster than the average Ferris wheel. He's halfway into the air when the bright moonlight illuminates the monkey in his hand. It has blood spatters all over it, surely belonging to the animal's owner.
Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Man, he dead. No. No. That's not possible. The mechanism suddenly stops, causing the inertia to knock Vince off his feet yet again. Regaining his balance, he leans over the edge of the cart to gauge out how high up he is. Very high. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't want you to fall just yet. Vincent jumps in surprise at the masculine voice. Uh-oh, it's the frickin' punchable prick. Where did it come from? He's so high up and alone. In front of you? It's then that he realizes that there's a figure sitting in the compartment ahead of him. He swears the man wasn't there before. How did he get there? He teleported, man. He just no-clipped. As Vincent sits back in his seat, the man continues. A little bird told me what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate. I am sure he would have been a very useful peer. Who are you? Where are my friends? So many questions, so little time. I don't know about all your friends, but I have met Dustin. He was a nice chap. He did, man. It didn't take much to convince him to join our little troop. Anyways, you humans tend to refer to me as Death. Huh? His nonchalance feels unnatural to Vincent. and he can feel his heart pounding in his chest. Is this really Death? The Reaper? Now, we have a little time to talk. It has been a while since you last visited us. As the clouds drift away, the moonlight finally reveals the interlocutor. Man, game devs have better vocabulary than me. The grotesque sight in front of him makes his throat tighten. Slenderman, is that you? Slenderman 2.0? Oh, look at that! Look at the red moon! Dang! Look at this art! It takes him a few seconds before he can finally pull himself together to say something. What the hell are you? Where is Dustin? What do you mean he joined you? He dead, man. Ah, once again, so many questions, but so little time. Let's not be foolish and waste more time with useless questions. Aren't you more interested in knowing more about Lily? Is she not dead? What if Lily's not actually dead and she just became one of the clowns? Hearing him say her name felt like a shock. Every ounce of fear he may have had vanished. All he could think of was that he was finally going to get an answer. Is she here? Where is she? I want to see her! Vincent was almost standing inside the rocking car at this point. His goal was standing right before him. If this specter really knew Lily's whereabouts, he could get mad and leave as soon as possible. Not Dustin? Yeah, Dustin's just confirmed dead. Of course, she is here. You could almost hear the grin in his voice. The next words that came from his mouth were silky smooth and laced with a weird, comforting energy. It was as if the words themselves were grabbing at Vincent's throat, forcing him to make the word yes. If you want to see her, it's quite simple. You just have to join us, like your friends Charlie and Dustin did. She has been waiting for you for so long. No! Wait, can we save? You sure there's no save here? We continue. Are you sure there's no save? Okay. Frick. Let's start from top to bottom, guys. One route first, then the other. It didn't take much to convince Vincent. He had been trying to find his sister for 10 years, and now he was finally going to see her. Boy, you're gonna die, man. I will agree to join you, if it means seeing her and making sure she is safe. Fantastic news, my new pal. But before you can see her, let's make sure you are presentable. Whoa. What you mean by that? Now, what do you mean by that? Before the wheel could resume its motion. What do you mean? You joined the circus. Wait, give me more time to read that, please. Lead writer, Zax. Alright, so... Yee, we beat one ending! Now let's go to the other. But first, credits to all these people! Like, that was pretty cool. I will say, you guys did... Whoa! Look at that art! Look at that art! Look at the... My gosh. That... As an artist, I approve. My gosh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I need to take a Actually, no, I'll just wait till everyone sees this video, because whoa, look at that! Look at that! Thank you, hold on. What's a good voice for this guy? Thank you everyone for joining us this evening. We hope to see you again very soon. I hope that's a good voice for him. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Wait, everything's blurry. Why is everything blurry? Vincent, what happened to you? Why is my screen all blurry? Yay! So I'm guessing we have to reread everything to get to the other ending? Perhaps? Hold on. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright. So I just discovered that you can fast forward if you double click this. And I was just speed clicking all the way. No. Well, let's skip ahead. Of course she is here. You could almost hear the grin in his voice. Oh no, okay, let's just skip this. It's quite simple. Join us. Join the dark side. Alright, so this time, let's take the long route. My gosh, I can't talk today. It took Vincent a few seconds to realize what was being offered. The idea of seeing his sister was very tempting. But before Vincent said yes, he realized that the creature had also mentioned Charlie's name. Vincent felt his gut drop. He almost agreed to join the circus. He almost did. Now what exactly is this circus? Is this just like a circus of souls? Like they're collecting souls? Sorry, I burped. You almost done good, man. Actually, you already did in another timeline, but that's besides the point. Who knows what would have happened if he had agreed. All he knew he certainly didn't want to end up like Charlie. No, I can't accept it. I have to warn my friends and get them out of here. That's a shame. You know, I saw a real talent in you that would fit right in. I wonder what was that blurry art like at the end, like of the other route. Like I'm very curious. I want to look back. I want to look back at the footage and try to like. I won't stop you, but you will come to regret denying my kindness. You got a hard road ahead of you, boy. With that, the machine had come full circle, and it seemed that Vincent was free to leave. Stepping up from the seat he was on, he walked off the ride as he stepped out of the rundown ride. He felt a wave of dread wash over him. Something was wrong. He wasn't safe anymore. Something was now aware of his presence. Turning round, he saw the lanky man with pale skin gone from the ride. I gotta find Matt. Oh no, Matt. I have doubts Matt is surviving. Turning away from the rustic machine, Vincent was prepared to face the rest of the carnival. Not only did he have to find the fate of his sister, but now he had to save his friend. Uh-oh. To be continued. Dun dun. So I think this is Piper singing again. So is this a demo? Seems like it. Maybe there's gonna be like a second part. But yeah, that was pretty cool and interesting. Like dang. I'm mostly amazed at the art, cause wow. Like look! Wow, look at that. My gosh. Yeah, you're welcome, boy. Why did I call him boy? I don't know. Oh, maybe these are like... This is like the preview of the next part. Oh my gosh, that is... Wow. Whale. Alright guys, gonna have to take a break now. It's like 6 p.m. I have to go shower. Hope you guys enjoyed and see ya! Poof! And enter if you dare.